Hello guys, welcome to my channel. It's Bonnie's Fluid Creations Art and I'm Bonnie. Hi there, off camera here tonight. I am going to attempt to do another shovel pour, and the reason I called it a shovel pour is because that's pretty much what I use as a shovel. I either use this or I have this other one that I use. It's a little bit deeper sides. Pretty much the same interior space there for the paint. It's just has deeper sides than this one. So I'm not quite certain which one I'll be using tonight. See which one I have better control over. I'm kind of thinking this one, but we'll see. I have done a dustpan pour with my dollar store dustpan that I had gotten. I've only used it once. I still have the tag on it, but I did use this really. And I did one pour on it, and it was okay for my first time. Then I did another one, and I'm trying to think of, I've got those videos posted. But that next one that I had done, oh boy, I didn't have the colors correct. The consistency was bad for a ring pour in my shovel, which is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be putting down part of my base, of which I'm going to be using a combination of SoHo and Lukas Paynes Gray. And there is a few dabs of Lukas Indigo in here too, because I've been using up old paints. I've been on a mission. So I'll be putting that down because it's my base coat. I'm putting a little layer of it down here to help the ring pour come off onto the canvas. And then I'm going to be putting in some Golden's light Phthalo Blue, along with some Holbein Luminous Violet, which I just love this color, by the way. Then I will also be adding some Jadeite by DecoArt Extreme Sheen. That's what this is. You can't go by what I have written on the tops. I reuse the tops too. I reuse a lot. Then I have a combination here that I'm going to put down. It's Amsterdam Deep Gold with some bronze of whatever. I don't even know. Just using up stuff. I think this bronze was a DecoArt metallic bronze, but it's mixed with Amsterdam Deep Gold now. So we've got that. And then I have some, I believe this is Lukas Indigo that I'm going to also be using in there. In between each layer, I'm going to put me some titanium white down. It's got a little dollop of satin enamel in there, the DecoArt satin enamel. So we'll see how that reacts with everything. And I'm going to go ahead, put my base down, layer my cup, and get going. Oh, if you've never used Lukas, this is the Lukas Cryll. This is the bottle format. It comes in tubes, it comes in tubs, it comes in this kind too. But I love Lukas Cryll paint. I think it's great. I've discovered Lukas Cryll, and I've discovered Holbein. Holbein is very pigmented, by the way, so a little bit goes a long way. Anyway, let me get my base coat down, get my cup layered, and we'll be back. air bubbles in that. I really do want to leave some negative space. Oh, darn, you can just see so many air bubbles. Unless those are cells starting to come up. A lot of purple. That luminous violet. Again, like I said, I want to leave some negative space. So I need to bring it back. It's up here. A lot of blue came out up here. Stretch some more of that out. And I'm going to bring it back or towards the corner, but I'm bringing it back. Take a look at it, see what's happening to the composition. I'm going to stop there and see about popping some more of these bubbles. I think I must have had a lot of bubbles, air bubbles, and I didn't even realize. I'd mixed the paint earlier and let it sit for a while, but apparently it should have been a bit longer. Grab my torch. Oh my goodness, I'm seeing so many air bubbles popping here. And you know what that does? That just puts little dots in the paint is what that does. So that's gonna make this pour kind of go a little wonky on me. I'm not kidding, I've got so many air bubbles, it's insane. You can see them all. Maybe we can get them to turn into cells, huh? That luminous violet, it's just such a pretty color. I mean, you really have to like purples or violets to get into a pour with these color combos, but kind of looks like a sunset going on down here. It's different. I'm thinking I like it, except for all those little white dots from the air bubbles. And this is kind of an unusual thing that happened for me. up here. Didn't anticipate that. All right, so I'm going to let it sit for just a little bit, see what develops, see if we do get some cells, because like I said, that titanium white had a dab of satin enamel in it, so there's a good possibility we may get some cells between that and the Floetrol. So, and the paint rubbing against itself, there might happen that way. So we'll be back in just a minute. Well, I have gone around and checked my sides, made sure I had good coverage there, because especially when you're on a dark base color on your white canvas, I did go around and paint the sides a little bit, but still from holding it, tilting it, you will get finger smudges on the edge sometimes. So you do have to go back and check that out. And then I always make sure to grab myself a popsicle stick or something and take the drips off the edge so it won't continue to pull the paint off the canvas. See there? So I make sure I do that 1 or 2 times before I set it up there on my drying rack. And also, let me mention, what I do is the paint that I had left in the shovel, which wasn't a lot, I judged it really good. I have this little spatula, and I just scrape it right off into a cup, and I end up mixing that paint just to see what kind of color I'm gonna get out of it. And there's so many times I reuse the colors out of my shovel or what's left in the cup if there is any. Sometimes I even scrape up the drips and put them in that cup and see what I get. Most of the time I'm ending up with a lavender color because obviously I seem to like purples, don't I? So yeah, I found there was quite a lot of bubbles in this. So, you know, I've been going around trying to pop them still. And I seriously did mix those paints up like about 2 hours ago. So I don't know why there was still so many air bubbles in there. Well, this kind of pooped out. I've got 3 torches. Let's see if this one works. And I'm still popping bubbles. They're still being popped. So I got those little dots, which I'm not particularly fond of unless they turn into nice cells, you know what I mean? So yeah, this is what we got. And I'm just gonna go ahead and let it cook a little bit. I'll pull my drips off again a time or 2, and then we'll come down and do a little flyover so you can see. There's gonna be some shimmer in it because I do have that bronzy color. And actually I believe in my indigo, I even had a tiny bit of shimmer. Anyway, I thought sure I had more shimmer in that. We'll see. We'll see how it works out. We'll turn the studio lights off and do a little flyover and see what we got. So we'll be back shortly. Okay, here we have it. It's been sitting, probably for about 15, 20 minutes, maybe a little longer. And I've turned off the studio lights. You know, that's that ring light that is still on. Here we go. Let's put the flash on and see if we get some shimmer. Oh yeah, I'm seeing a bunch of shimmer in there. I don't know if you can see it. I'm sorry, I just got a phone call. That always jams up the phone. So, oh my goodness, here we go. There's that shimmer. And there's all those air bubbles. My. But you certainly can see the shimmer. At least I can. See? Especially through that luminous violet down there. Mm-hmm. The integrity of the ring pour stayed intact. But I'll be darned if those air bubbles just aren't they're driving me crazy here, looking at all those. Because I think I like this pour. I like this pour a lot. I like the combination of colors. And like I mentioned, that Holbein Luminous Violet. The Holbein paints are so pigmented, they will really not take over a painting, but they really stand out. Any of those Holbein paints seem to do that. So, yeah, thanks for joining me, guys. I appreciate you tuning in, and I hope to see you watching my next video soon. Take care. Bye.